What's going on YouTube? Carbide97 back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at Transformers Beast Hunters Commander Class Predaking. And there he is, looking all super tough with his underslung gun, ready to bring judgment and doom. So if you give me just a minute, I'll get him back into Dragon mode, into his alt mode, and then we will take a look at him through his transformation, do some comparison shots with some other characters from his particular size and from the show itself, maybe with some other things that everybody else seems to have, and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, so now we have him back into his beast mode as the mighty and devastating Predaking. And I'm gonna have to say, in this mode, I dig him. I mean, he's small, but for his size and everything, he's got a lot of fun detail on him. And you might notice that this one might not look like yours, and it might not look like might not look like the ones that you see on the shelves. And that's just because I've come in here and I've picked out these parts with a little bit of black paint and filled in this spot here. Actually, I just did that with a fine tip Sharpie because I'm lazy. And because I heard it works. Besides that, nobody's going to be getting down inside those crevices there. And it just makes it look a lot sharper. I didn't do a fantastic job, but, there's still time. And, anyway, so there he is, and we'll take a look at him beside one of his companions. Okay, so we'll take a look at him, move him back a little bit so we can get some room in the shot here. We got him here with the Transformers Prime Nightwatch Optimus Prime, and here is Beast Hunters Optimus Prime, so you get the full gamut there. Take a look at him in these here directions, and look pretty good together. I apologize, Predaking, you are outnumbered, because I'm gonna have to bring in Prowl too, who unfortunately never showed up, at least as far as I know. I'm pretty sure I watched all the episodes, but I could be wrong. You tell me. So anyway, there's those guys in comparison. You can see he's quite a bit bigger, as he should be. Unfortunately, that doesn't transition into robot mode, but that's for another portion of the video. Okay, so for articulation in beast mode, he does have ball joints here. Sorry, here and here for his wings, so he can move them up, move them down. If you want to, you can pivot them around a little bit, get some different poses. I'm a big fan of that pose right there. I think that looks pretty tough. He's like, yeah, I'm a dragon. I'm gonna be foul on you. Sorry. And so anyway, yeah, that's the wings there. His front legs here, they have a little bit of side-to-side action. And the shoulder pieces, honestly, I don't know if this is how this is supposed to go, but that's the way I like to do it because it doesn't look like you just, knocked the robot mode over. And his rear legs, you can't really do anything with them. You can put them in a little bit, but not so much. Tail doesn't do anything. No articulation in the head unless you want to jack up the transformation. Anyway, so basically you've got a little bit of toe tilt here, a little bit here. The wings, like I said, you can straighten these out so you can fly like a crazy bird. Whatever. Okay. So, I'm sorry. Getting down there like that. And we'll go ahead and go on to transformation from here. First thing I like to do is like to split his legs apart. You're going to notice his tail is going to come out here. Just got that little tab right there. Pop that out. There we go. Put that to the side. And you can stretch his legs out. Stretch out the other one. And if you have the big guy, you're going to realize the big version of this one. The transformation is almost the same. There's a few subtle differences. And you go ahead and put his two little legs in like that. Stand him up. Bring his arms down. And his shoulders are actually on a pivot right here. Move them down, up and down. I like to put them down. And then put those out. You're going to go ahead and flip his feet out. That's going to form his hands. Twist that around. You can see that's inside here. There it is. Can you see that? Sorry, foot's in the way. That right there, got your little swivel. Boop. Boop. And you got your little manos. go ahead and flip this around again, just like the other one. Twist it, bring it down so that the Predacon symbol is facing forward. And now this part is, I've seen it's kind of actually up for debate. What you can do, tilt this up a smidge, is you pull his head back, okay? And I always twist his head around so that it's just not visible, because if you leave it like that, yeah, put the dragon head back over, it's like, hello, I can see you from the bottom of my dragon neck. That's really not Predaking's voice in the cartoon, but I've heard it's pretty close. Okay, and you can do whatever you want with his wings. But now here's the thing, and this, I actually have some problems with this, deciding exactly what I like to do, because you can actually just take it and tuck his head back here like that, just like that. And that doesn't look too bad, really. You know, for a little guy, looks okay. But then you can also take his head, and you can split it in twine, as such. And then you can bring it up. You can bring this down. See, this is one of those things where they add this certain amount of articulation in some of the parts, and I don't really know why. Because, I mean, you know, you could have it dangling off there, off the back like that, but, ugh. Yeah, that's ugly. Okay, then you can spread it up here like this, and spread it behind his wings. And, not too bad, you know, they're hidden there. And from the side, it kind of looks goofy. But what I like to do sometimes is, I'll actually just, let's see, bring this up here, there, bring the heads about like that. And to me, that looks okay. Actually, it looks a little imposing.
I carry split dragon heads behind me so that they might defend from behind.
Sorry. So, I mean, you know, it's just an idea. Just an idea. Ooh, I need to peek that part out with black, too. That would look cool. Alright, so anyway, now we've got him here, and as you can see, articulation. You move his arms up. He's got a little bit of range of motion for the shoulders. You've got a forearm twist, swivel, twisty twist. And you got a little bit up because of transformation. You got the hand swivel. No wrist swivel or anything. He's got knees about, right about a 90, I guess. Little bit of toe tilt here. Tilt, down, forward. That's about it, really. Okay, and head's on a swivel. Shoulder pads can go up, so to accommodate any extra motion that you might discover it's really not there. And really, that's about it. You've got your hips here. Normal stuff, ball joints. Typical for the little guys. Okay, and then you can take this weapon here, and you can put it here, up like that, but then he can't bend his arm. And besides that, really, folks, I mean, any gun that's this big needs to be underslung. It just makes it look so much more imposing, so much more dangerous. I mean, check that out. Doesn't that look cool? He's like, I'm drunk. I can't stand up. But at least I got me a big gun. I mean, that's cool. I dig it. And it does fire. There's a little friction fire thing. Ready? No, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't fire. Not so much. There you go. You can see how far that went. So, if I were you, just leave it in there. That's embarrassing. You don't show up to a gunfight like that. So there he is, and I'll bring in some other guys for some comparison. Okay, so here we have him next to Nightwatch Optimus Prime. Like I said, scale's way off once they get into robot mode. He's supposed to tower over this guy. And then we've got Beast Hunters, Beastimus Prime, or Beefimus Prime as I've heard it. And then, of course, we've got Prowl. So there you go. He looks pretty good with him. And I would say, if you come across this guy, not you guys, this guy, you see him for a reasonable price, pick him up. He's worth it. And, you know, they're generally pretty cheap, pretty affordable, these guys. And so if you want to, you can, you know, try your hand at customization if you've never painted. This was actually the first guy I ever tried to paint. And I'm pretty pleased, actually, with how it came out. I mean, you know, there's a few fudges here and there. But for my first try, this was a great palette because it's tiny stuff. It's going to test your detail, test the accuracy of your hand. And, you know, besides that, it's just cool to have a little baby Predaking on your shelf. Let me get in here for a good face shot. Let's get the face shot lamp out here. We'll get in there. See if we can get a... There we go. Yeah. It's cool, right? That's cool.
So angry.
I'm digging him. Well, thanks for watching. If you dig it, subscribe. If you don't, subscribe. And check out some other channels. But mostly subscribe. This is Carbide 97 saying, peace out.